Okay, so today for our little mini micro teach, our little mini lesson, we're going to do something on circles. Okay, so just to get it started, I need to do some prerequisite knowledge check, a bit of revision. So right, here we have a circle, 3 things marked. All right, so the parts of a circle. Okay, what color is the radius? Yes.
Blue.
Blue. Okay. The circumference.
Black.
Black, and then
Is that red?
right, the diameter. So what do we notice about the diameter? How big is it compared to the radius? Double, right? So it's twice the radius. Okay. So some of the things you might know already, just to double check. All right. So circle formulae. All right. What do these ones calculate? Pi r squared?
Circumference.
No. Other one.
R squared. So.
Oh,
The diameter.
the area.
The area, right? So this one,
Circle.
pi r squared, does the area, the area of the circle, right? And the other one then we need to know is 2 pi r or pi d is the circumference, okay? This one, write this one down. You're going to need this in a minute, okay? So 2 pi r, write that down. Okay, so that's all well and good, but we're going to derive this one. Like, this makes no sense right now. This is just know it, remember it, okay? That's how I was taught, and I'm sure that's probably how most people are taught. But we're going to derive why it is the case. Okay, so believe it or not, pi r squared calculates the area of a circle when we cut the circle up and change it into a rectangle, okay? And then we can use the normal rectangle formula of length by width to calculate, right? So let's have a look at how that works, okay? So first thing we need to do is divide it into segments, okay? Like this. When we do that, we can separate them out like that, okay? So this is all the circle, just cut into pizza slices, right? And then we can slot them together like that, okay? So this now means it approximates a rectangle, okay? It's getting close to a rectangle. But we can see here, we have a side, with the 4 sides, of course. And so which color, thinking back to what we did earlier, which color, red or blue, is the radius?
Blue.
Blue is the radius, right? Okay. And then the red ones are half the circumference, because this is the outside of the circle, right? Outside, 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 outside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's split in 2, right? So this red line is half the circumference, okay? Because if we put them back together into a circle, this would be half of it, and this would be half of it, okay? But is it an exact rectangle?
No.
No. So we can see it's curved at the top, so we have these little white gaps, and it's angled at the side. So it's not, so we can't use it as is, okay? But something we can notice is if we cut them into more and more sectors, make them narrower and narrower, it gets closer and closer to a true rectangle, okay? So theoretically, we can make the sectors infinitely narrow, like as narrow as possible, and then we will eventually end up with a true rectangle, okay? And then with this, we can just use length times width for this, okay? So if we have a look here, just as before, the radius is which color?
The blue.
The blue, and the red is
The
Half the circumference.
half the circumference. What was the formula for the circumference?
It was 2
2
pi r.
pi.
So what would half of that be?
Pi r.
Pi r. So we can see r, half the circumference, 2 pi r over 2 is pi r. Multiply them together, r times pi r is pi r squared. So there you go, yes. So a little bit of an assessment. So using that information, can you prove that the area of this circle is 25 pi centimeters? Okay, start by calculating the circumference and then change it into a rectangle. I'll give you just 20 seconds, you can talk together about it, see what you think.
So you do 2 times pi times 5.
5.
yeah.
Go on.
So
And then,
what's that?
so 2 times pi times 5 to work out the circumference.
Mm-hmm.
What we
So
2
now,
pi 5.
so 2 times 5 times pi. What's 2 times 5?
10.
So it's 10
Pi.
Pi.
10 pi.
Ah.
Should have got that quicker, really, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should.
No, yeah, because I was thinking area. I was confused.
Yeah, so now we break it into a rectangle. Okay. And we do. How long is the blue side?
5.
5. How long is the red side?
10.
10
10.
pi. 10 pi.
10 pi. Divided by 2 because it's half the circumference. And then we multiply the area. 5 times 5 pi. 25 centimeters squared.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. Okay, so then there's a feedback part. So what do you think of that? Strengths, weaknesses? Yeah, turn around. What do you think? General people?
I proper enjoyed that. I don't know about you
Proper
guys.
enjoyed
I
that?
thought it was interesting. I
Wow.
thought it was engaging.
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah.
It was nice it was good to learn sort of how it's done and broken down. Like, I thought you broke it down really well, but then have the chance to put it into practice.
Yeah,
At the
apply
end.
that knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sequences.
Yeah, I think your sort of physical presence and your body language and speech is fantastic. You know, it was very clear, and again, like really good. So really breaking it down, and I love the colours and the consistency of the colours
Yeah.
throughout.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think maybe just I was thinking, oh, what's pi?
Uh-huh.
I have to use the calculator to work out the
Yes.
answer.
Yeah.
So maybe just to add in, use pi's, keep pi in rather
Okay,
than working
yeah.
with pi. I don't know how you communicate that, but
Yeah.
that would be my only thing. I was like, oh, what's pi 3 point something something, and how do I
Ah,
times it
yeah,
together?
Yeah.
But apart from that, I thought that was brilliant,
Yeah.
and I have learned something.
Yeah.
My only
Yeah.
thing would be, this might be just me being nitpicky, but I don't like white backgrounds.
Okay. Fair enough.
Expect
Kind of
that.
really harsh.
On the
Yeah,
eyes. Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. Yeah.
I think it was really good though. I think you're encouraging. I think that's always a main thing as well. And I think even at the end there, that could have taken us ages to do, but you kind of talked us through it,
Yeah.
made sure we knew where we were going,
In guidance.
step by step, guiding. And,
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
stood at the end, so.
Yeah.
it's been
Thank you
good.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. All right, nice one.